Okay. All right. How you guys doing, first of all? We're very happy, obviously, of the outcome of the ball game. I thought they prepared this week, and I think that's where it started, the preparation. The week of practice was highly intense, a lot of good energy, a lot of good effort, and I think it carried over into the ball game. Offensively, we was able to run the football, and when you're able to run the football, a lot of other opportunities present themselves. And this young man over here, that's all you got to do is throw it in his area, and he'll make a play for you. And he did just that. And so the RPOs was present. Defensively, probably one of the best outcomes in my history. I think they finished minus 9 yards total offense. Y'all didn't hear me. Minus 9 yards total offense, and that's amazing. And we were able to produce 520 yards offensively. This young man over to my right, you know, we ride on the same shuttle on the bus together, and I told him to this morning, I said, man, you're gonna have a breakout game. You're gonna have a big game, and because you saw it in the practice and the focus, and he did just that. I haven't looked for his numbers yet, but he had to have a pretty good game. 6 tackles for loss. God, that's big, man. That's huge. That's huge. So we're very happy, you know, with the outcome, and then with the opportunity, you know, to go back to the Celebration Bowl, I think is huge.
Coach, I know you've probably heard this question a couple times throughout the year, but do you think this is the most complete game you've played this year so far on both sides of the ball?
Well, statistically, absolutely. And, you know, you would like to believe that you get better each week. And I think that's what happened. You know, I said it earlier, the Morgan game was awful, but it brought us closer together. And it gave us that reality check that if you don't prepare, you don't win. And, you know, I think they hit home, and they showed in the last 2 ball games what we're really capable of doing.
Hey, Coach, were you at all worried about the rain and the way it was raining earlier?
No, not a little bit. I really wasn't. Cause we can run the football. So, you know, why be worried? You know what I mean? So, and Khalil got big hands. I figured he gonna grab it and spin it a little bit. You know, honestly, the weather didn't bother me at all. I think the wind posed a bigger problem last week with those 35-mile-per-hour winds, those big gusts. Now those are concerned because you have to be more thinking about which direction you're gonna kick, which direction you're gonna go, and all that stuff. Where rain is just water. Mm-hmm.
Y'all going back to the Celebration Bowl for 3rd straight year. What's that for each of you? What's that mean to you?
Well, I started actually. It's special. You know, I know very little champions that have three-peated. I know very little, and I've been in this business a very long time, and it's just something that just don't happen. So it's special. It's very special, and you know, we look forward to the opportunity. Go ahead, E.
I think it means a lot just because I think when people come here, you expect to win. So to be able to show that we can do that, like for some of our senior classes that came here in redshirt, they've been there 4 out of 5 years. So that just shows a lot about our program and our coaches. And if we buy in, it just shows that there's really nothing that other teams can do to stop us like we did today. We don't beat ourselves. We're our team to beat. So it just means a lot. And I just want to thank Coach for bringing me in. My only chance to play here, and it was one hell of a career, and we got 1 more to go, so I'm ready to play.
Honestly, it's truly a blessing, you know what I'm saying? So I never won a championship in high school. So yeah. I came here, started winning championships, and started becoming normal. So it really is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
So I want all 3 of y'all to try to answer this question. When you lost that game at Morgan, it was almost like $1 million slipped through your fingers. Then you find out that the throw also lost. So you had 2 games to go. Did it dawn on y'all? We playing for $1 million. These last 2 games we playing for $1 million.
Oh, absolutely.
Pressure?
Yeah, it was a bunch of pressure. Seriously, we win, and the approach was 2 must-wins. That was the conversation in the locker room. 2 must-wins. So, and I think we prepared accordingly.
I ain't gonna say I'm glad we lost because all losses hurt, but like our coach told us as soon as we got back, it just wouldn't have felt right if we'd have clinched it that week, the way we played. So we had 2 more chances to show why we was capable and able to play in the championship. And I think our last 2 weeks we responded well. So I think that was a picture-perfect way to go out these last 2 games. So I'm happy it happened that way.
I'm also glad it happened that way. Losses hurt, but that loss brought us together more as a team and helped us finish out these last 2 games above and beyond. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Elijah, who you most credit with your success during your 4 years here at A&T?
Everyone. Everyone believes in me here, and it gives me a big boost to my confidence when everyone can believe in me and just believe I'll make a play. And started with Coach Hester when I first got here. Him and Denzel Keys, they saw a lot in me, a lot of potential, and Denzel made sure I learned to work a lot coming in after practice. He made sure we got together to learn because he saw a lot in me, and he was a great, unselfish player, and so I learned everything out of him, and that's what I tried to be. And then Tariq Cohen, he brought me in and just told me to show the difference every play, and that's what I try to live by. And my coaches and my teammates make sure I get better every day, don't let me slip up. So I gotta give credit to everybody.
Trey, Central hasn't scored on you guys now since the 3rd quarter in 2017. As a defender, how do you approach this game knowing that it's a rivalry?
Honestly, fast and hard. We always preach start fast, finish strong. I believe we did that today, and it's just like ×2 when it's against those boys right there from Durham. So
6 tackles for loss today. I know you were a little thin up on the defensive line, not as much rotation as normal. What was sort of the approach on that defensive line today?
The approach was 3 and outs, as much 3 and outs as we can get. Because we got 5, 6 guys that we have 7 or 8, but we only had like 5 or 6. So we knew we had to get off the field, and we did that today. So.
Were you frustrated with the first 2 series? Because you really should have had 3 and out in the first 2 series. But one let the quarterback kind of slip away, and the other one that was a penalty.
I don't know if he was, but I was very frustrated and ticked off, because that's that self-infliction that he was speaking about. When we don't beat ourselves, we're a pretty good football team, and we kept stabbing ourselves in the foot.
Hey, Coach, what happens? You got a month before you play again. What kind of routine do you guys have?
Well, fortunately, we've been in this situation before, so we're going to stick with the same formula and the routine that we've done the last 4 years, and we'll go every day.
What becomes the most important thing during this time for a month to before you play again?
Well, I think there's a lot of variables, and a lot of things you have to be concerned with. But one of the things I think that really sticks out, the change of time. We routine people, as athletes in particular. We're accustomed to doing things a certain way at a certain time, and we practice a lot earlier. We normally practice at 4, now we'll practice at probably 11 or 1. I think that's the biggest difference. And then just keeping them focused and keeping them, hungry. And one thing that we do quite a bit of, we compete. We have 2 what we call tempo periods, where we're good against good, and that can get intense. I promise you, it'd be fun for me.
And one last question. We noticed that Jalen didn't suit up today. Was anything you can?
Yes, Jalen. He's sick. He has a virus, so it was wise, for him not to, suit up and be around the other players.
Elijah, your freshman year, you had a big touchdown against Central. I think you took it about maybe 40 yards to the house. And again today, you had another big run against them for a touchdown. Compare those two TDs. Really.
Central, man, they always get the best of me. So yeah, I don't think I was.
Why is that?
I was just soon coming in. That's all I heard about was Central and the rivalry there. So it just always took it personal and really I think it's from the senior speeches. I think that when they talked my freshman year how much they wanted this game, and that hit me. So I just think I took it ever since then, and I don't think I have a game where I didn't have 100 yards and a touchdown versus them. So Central, I told them boys that the whole week, rain, snow, and Central always gonna get the best of me. So I'm glad I could finish out strong.
How big was that to set the tone early on that first touchdown catch?
Oh, very big. We're very big on, like you said, tempo and energy. We're a very big energy team, so we always preach about something good happened, keep playing, something bad happened, keep playing. And I think there was a lot of good, so there was a lot of good energy today, and we just got to keep that rolling going into this bowl game.
Last question for players or coach.
For both you guys, senior day today, what was that experience like, and how can you reflect back a little bit on your careers here?
Me, it's gonna hurt. Bittersweet moment. This morning it hit me a lot, and last night with our senior speeches, as I just said, for this being my only chance to play football at a D1 level, and be able to come in and do the things we've done together, winning, and then my self-accomplishments. It's gonna mean a lot, and I'm just glad I could leave a mark for a lot of people to remember, and it's really for the younger classmen, so they can see the standard of Aggie football, and I'm always gonna be embedded to this program, and I couldn't thank them enough.
It's like Ebel said, it's a bittersweet moment, coming in, not really having a brotherhood from high school to come in automatically being together. So that's one thing I will never forget, memories, you know what I'm saying? So glad we can make some more today.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna say this before we leave. I think it's two ships you have to ride before you get to the championship, and that's stateship and leadership. You must have those two elements to be successful, and that's what they give us. They give us both. They stayed in school, they stayed eligible, they stayed hungry, they stayed in the moment, and then they provided the leadership that was necessary to make those around them better than what they were when they got here.